been a little while since I have live streamed this. I have been playing, and I think I need to adjust my volume real quick. It's real loud. Put it down to half. That shouldn't be too bad. Anyway, I haven't live streamed in a while, but I have been playing, and I completed Michigan. So there might be 1 or 2 upgrades that are hidden somewhere on those maps, but I don't believe that there are. I haven't seen anything in the menus telling me I need to go find an upgrade in Michigan. I'm pretty sure I've gotten all of the upgrades, and I have done all of the main quests. Now, there are side quests, like, help me get my truck repaired, help me, fish it out of the creek, and then tow it up to whatever, and, the time trials. Like, I haven't done that stuff, but the meat of the game, the contracts that you do, where, you have to carry this cargo to this area, and then you get paid, and then you carry this cargo to this area, and then you build this oil rig, that kind of stuff I am completely done with in all of Michigan. And I decided I wanted to go to Russia because I really want to find some upgrades for the Taiga and for some of the other vehicles that are kind of higher level. But this has been kicking my butt, and so delivered to the radar tower, metal beams, spare parts, cargo container, and I mean, if you look, I have done cycle of cargo, and hub recovery, first stage, dirty deeds, and geological exploration. So I've done a couple of weird ones, but the Russian maps are kind of odd, because like you don't really. You're not able to do most of these until you unlock the gateways. And right now, all 3 gateways lead to the quarry. But I can't go to the quarry because it's locked. And so I have to, I think, doing, which one is it? This one? Yeah, this gives me access to the gateway. So once I complete this, I'll be able to go to the quarry, where I should find some upgrades. Now, there could be upgrades in these areas where there's grayed out road. So, like, here, around in this area, there could be upgrades just chilling, that I don't know about. Over here could be one. Little places like that where the road goes off into an unexplored area, there could be an upgrade. And the only way to find it is to drive there. But we're going to focus on doing this mission where we deliver things to the radar tower. Now, the good news is that we're pretty close to the radar tower from our garage, and one of the pickup points for, I'm assuming, is going to be metal beams, probably, is right here. And it's just one load of metal beams, but metal beams take up 2 cargo spaces. And then service spare parts will take up 1 each, but there's 2 of them. And so if I have a flatbed truck and then I have a trailer that can carry 4 things, then I could carry everything up there at one time, but I'm not going to do that because, oh yeah, the service spare parts are all the way over here. And then the cargo container is probably going to be at either the warehouse or, yeah, the railway station. So, I don't know. I think what I'm going to do first is drive from the garage to the railroad station, go to the radar tower with whatever cargo that is, and then go to the warehouse, pick that up, and then go back, and then go all the way to here. So I'll literally go to the radar tower 3 times, but I'm going to do it that way because it doesn't make sense to get a fully loaded truck and fully loaded trailer, load up there, go to here, and then go up the hill. Like, that's a lot of tough driving. And on other maps, I would do that. But not on this map because the roads here are just terrible. And it's not that they're muddy and you'll get stuck. It's that they have hidden gigantic holes in them. And you'll run into one without even knowing that you're going to hit it. So, plus, I like driving the Taiga. I want to start off in the morning. So. But yeah, I really want to get the lift unlocked for this, so I can put the larger mud tires on it, because it would look super cool and be able to get through just about anything that I throw at it. Because right now it can get through most stuff, but with a lift and even larger mud tires, it will be unstoppable. And I also want to unlock some new vehicles. Like, you know, it's weird to say this, but if I go and look in the vehicle store, there's nothing in there that really catches my eye in its stock form. And like, this thing didn't catch my eye, and it's like, until I used it, I didn't realize how good this thing is. So we got service spare parts or a cargo container. So we can pick up 2 things from here. We can't get metal beams, so I'm actually going to bring a trailer over here then. I need a trailer. Where's a trailer? Sideboard trailer. Oh, that is way too far away. A trailer is like kind of expensive though to buy, but I have a bunch of money, and because I sold a couple of my trucks, and I got like $110,000 or whatever, and I've just been spending it willy-nilly. Like, if I need a trailer, instead of going and getting one, even if it's not too far away, I'll just buy one. And, you know, it's okay to do that, like, that's allowed, but I'm wasting my money by doing that a lot of times. But like right now, I'm not going to drive all the way across the map to get one trailer. So honestly, could have just recovered this to the garage. That's what I'm going to do, because it'll be fully repaired and refueled. And leave the garage. And we're going to buy a trailer. So this will be interesting. Let's see. Maybe the warehouse will have metal beams. If the warehouse doesn't have metal beams and I have to go all the way to the factory, I'm gonna be upset. I'm just being honest. But that won't be terrible. I don't have to make as many trips, but I am gonna be carrying a trailer, which I kind of wasn't wanting to do. Flatbed, no, sideboard is best. For whatever reason, the sideboard trailer is the lightest. It has 2 axles instead of 4, so maybe that's why. But I don't even know why you would want to use the other one unless you were unless you knew that you were only carrying the load on the highway. But I was thinking about something the other day about this game, and I know that this game is 98% off-roading, right? But the highway trucks in this game almost have zero purpose, because and highway tires. I find myself, you know, using mud tires on the most off-road capable vehicle to do every single task. I mean, there's no reason to have an upgraded highway truck, you know, bigger engine, better transmission, lift kit, like big tires. There's no, you know, better winch. There's literally no reason to use that if I can use this thing to do everything. And I feel like one way that they could kind of, you know, give highway trucks a purpose. There's 2 ways to do it. One is to make highway trucks handle like race cars. And when I say race cars, I mean, you know, if I put highway tires on this truck and I try and drive it down the highway at 30 miles an hour, you know, 30 miles an hour should be, 30 to 40 should be this thing's top speed. It's got locked differentials and it's always all-wheel drive. So it would be just a terrible idea to drive down the road. But if I throw it in high, and then to here, I mean, I'm in 5th gear cruising. I'm not going really that fast, but you get the point. Like, I can use an off-road truck. The Royal BM17 is a much better example of this. It has an open differential. It can go all-wheel drive and dominate off-road, but you can also use it on the highways and never have to worry about getting stuck in the mud. You know, this thing is, the Taiga I'm driving is purpose-built for off-road, but the highway trucks in this game have no purpose. And one way that they could give them purpose is have maps that have way more roads that aren't destroyed like this. And I'm talking like ones where, you know, if I were to try to drive from the other side of the map to here, on the roads that are in the game, you know, some of them paves, most of them dirt and mud and just trails, it would take 15 to 20 minutes without stopping, or maybe longer. I don't really know. But if you get a highway truck and you get on a paved road, you know, or any truck you can get on a paved road, it doesn't take very long at all to get from one point to another. If they actually made a function of the game where you had to drive the highway trucks on a paved road for long periods of time, you know, because they get the best fuel economy on the highways, and they handle the best on the highways, it would give them a reason to be used. Another way that they could do it is in MudRunner. One feature that was in that game was, on some maps, there were certain areas that you could not drive a truck with a load on. And it was, you know, for the purpose of in the game, you know, you've got a heavy load on your 18-wheeler, and the town's roads are not built to code to stand up to that, and they don't want you driving on it because it'll destroy the asphalt. That's the real reason of why they would have that, but in the game it was just to make you do off-roading. The paved roads were for shortcuts so that you didn't have to drive all the way around through the mud and everything with an empty loaded truck. But in this game, you should have it to where there's those gates as well, again, only for loaded trucks. But here's the reason. Alright, it's only for loaded trucks unless it's a highway truck, because the highway truck is made to drive on those roads. It doesn't have a lock differential. Thing about a lock differential that non-car people or people that just don't know is whenever you turn, say you're turning left, the wheels on the left side of your car are literally spinning slower than the wheels on the right side of your vehicle. Now, even if your engine's putting the same amount of power to them, they still spin slower. It's because you're making a radius, and the left wheel is closest to the center of the circle, and the right wheels are farther away, and so they spin at a different speed. And what that will do, especially with super aggressive knobby tires like the ones that are on this truck, on soft asphalt, is they will literally rip the asphalt to pieces and destroy it. But if you have smooth highway tires and open differential, it won't do that at all. It won't even, you know, make chirping noises. So I really feel like they need to give a reason to use highway trucks, because the game is very fun as it is, but it would give a purpose to that, because right now they are pointless. The terrain that I have crossed in this truck very meticulously and very carefully in the last few minutes of gameplay would not even be possible to do with a fully max loaded highway truck. Take the best one in the game, fully upgrade everything on it, and try to do what I just did, and you won't be able to do it with a trailer and a load. I mean, stopping in the mud like this, turning up a hill, don't even think about it. This thing does it with ease because that's what it's designed to do. But a highway truck can't do this. And so if you had in the game a function to where there was a nice clean paved road going from one side of the map to the other, alright, and any vehicle can travel on it if it's unloaded, alright, the only vehicles that can travel on it with a load are scout vehicles if they have all-terrains or highway tires, or highway trucks with any kind of tire. That's the simplest way to do it. Maybe you can say heavy trucks can do it if they have highway tires, but I just feel like doing something like that would be a really cool thing. It'd make you keep your fleet diversified. Your fleet of vehicles that you use all the time would be very diverse. Like right now, in this game, I hardly ever use scouts, and I never use highway vehicles. I don't use the heavy trucks anymore. I only use the Royal BM-17 and this Tiger. And if I have to carry something very, very, very big, I use the Pacific P, whatever it's called. And it sucks because there's so much variety of vehicle, and I understand that a scout vehicle is good for going off the trail and whatnot, but after using this, even pulling a load, a scout vehicle just feels so slow that it's hard to make yourself use it. So, anyway, there's my ramp. Now, where do we go for metal beams? Ah, the warehouse, okay. Well, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. My dang controller's messed up, bro. It, does the stick drift. Stick drift. Alright. Let's see, how are we gonna get out of here? I think we can turn around right here. But, I mean, I'm a huge fan of the off-roading aspect of this game, but I really, really think it would be a cool thing if the game would use that potential. It just feels like they kind of focused 99% of their efforts on making the game all about off-roading, which is not a bad thing. It is a very fun part of the game, but whenever you make it 99% off-roading and you have these highway vehicles, they just feel pointless after you get done with the tutorial. Like, as soon as you get the first heavy truck that can have all-wheel drive or a locking differential, you literally do not need to use the highway vehicle anymore, the GMC. There's no reason. And there's so much potential there to have it, to simply say, whoa, you can't take your heavy truck through here unless you have highway tires, you know, while it's loaded. Whoa, you can't take your off-road truck through here, period, you know, or whatever the case may be. But you can take your highway truck through here with a full load, because it's the highway. It's made for that. I don't know. I'm pretty excited for the new update that's coming. I guess it's technically more of a... Oh, I'm about to be messed up. Stuck. If I'm not careful. More of a DLC than an update. And I may not buy it immediately. I don't know, because I'm probably going to end up waiting until I have completed Russia and I have completed Alaska to buy it. Because really there's no point, because I'm just going to be, you know, stretching myself even farther. Like, I've completed Michigan. I want to complete Russia. Then I want to do Alaska last. I don't know why. I think I can get down that. I think I can get down that, but do I want to? Yeah, why not? This isn't really even a road at all, it's just kind of a place where the water washes through here. Oh, look at this rocky area. This is kind of neat. It'd be fun to try and rock climb up with a scout vehicle. Another cool little feature that they could add to the game is where you could go to your map whenever you're at a certain area and put down a marker that says place of interest, and then you tag it with a title. So like right there, I would want to tag that spot and say Rocky Cliffs, rock climbing question mark, or rock crawling question mark, something neat like that, you know. And if you find a really big mud pit, you know, you could tag it and say huge mud pit. Little things like that I feel like could improve this game a lot. It's already great, but it could be better. It's definitely not a 100% from me. It's like a 90%, which is a super high score. But there's certain things that this game doesn't do bad, but they just don't do to the potential that it could be. I am gonna drop off the trailer because I don't need it anymore. We gotta get back up to the top. The best way to do that would be... we'll go off the beaten trail. We'll go back where we came from, and then just kind of follow that road all the way around and take a left. I haven't been this way before, so hopefully I don't run into a big hole and flip over the truck. That is, like, not what I want to do. Alright, so I need to go straight across. I think I want to just go left though. This Joker is flying. Not really. Going back to second gear. Kind of slow down a good bit. Some interesting looking terrain through here. I think the road goes up, but I'm not sure. Oh, this does not look good. This is a steep hill. It doesn't look that steep, but okay, yeah, if you look back, it does. I'm literally having to put it in low and just keep it in low to get up this hill because it keeps stalling out first gear, which in this truck is super short, so low is even shorter, but on a plateau now. Still climbing a little bit, but we're leveling out. It's a really cool area though. The road is carved out of the hill. This game really is pretty. The terrain looks so natural. Lake over here, dude. After I deliver this load of metal beams, I'll be able to go to the quarry. So that'll be interesting. Be able to see what that's about. I haven't even seen it in YouTube videos or anything. I've been trying to stay away from watching YouTube videos on this game because games like this are more about exploring and discovering the things yourself. And I feel like if you watch somebody do it and then you go do the same thing, it just feels... the experience is not as original, not as fun. I mean, I've watched other people play this game with like mods and stuff, showing off a mod, or, you know, showing where to get certain upgrades, because I really wanted them or needed them and couldn't find them. But I haven't just watched someone play. I know there are people out there doing it. Maybe you just really like the game, or you don't have it yourself, or whatever. I appreciate it. We're about to make our delivery. What the heck is the horn button? That's it. Such a weird horn. There we go. Gateway opened. Cool. Alright. So we have gateways opened. Now. Global map. So I have to like actually drive to a gateway to be able to go there. So. But we will do that next episode because as of right now I need to go. So thank you for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. And I will see you in the next live stream of Snowrunner. Maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. May not be for a week. Really don't know. I've been super duper busy lately with working and fixing up my car. So, anyway, see you later. Thanks for watching.